All right, let's start the show. We are at Bathurst, New South Wales in Australia. And this is such a crazy track. I'm just surprised it even is a racing track. It's unbelievable. So it has this vertical difference of 174 meters between the lowest and the highest point on the track. It has 23 corners. It opened in the 30s. Can you believe that? Actually, racing in the area has been going on since the 1900s. And part of this track is actually public roads when there is no racing going on. Total length is 6.2 kilometers and has two fantastic straights. Then, Conrad Straight, we're going to see that on the map in a bit, and the Mountain Straight. So Conrad Straight, 1.9 kilometers, and 1.1 kilometers is the Mountain Straight. Super exciting to see what's going to happen. Let's look at the standings. There we are. So Derek Bird clearly dominating. I forgot to say that this is race number 11 out of 12. So we are on the tail end of the championship. So I certainly see Derek have kind of nailed the championship. I don't see it in other way. I haven't calculated the numbers, but Chris is racing today as well. Chris Bourne. P2, Thomas Rainier, 459. Jeremy is 439, and 410. We have Aaron Shannon. I should also look at what kind of the results up to date. So Chris was P1 last race, Suzuka, and Derek was P2. Let me see who was the other positions. Let me look that up. I should have had that up here, but I didn't. And in the meantime, we have started to get cars rolling. Get the standings here. All right, so Terry Howard did a good showing last race, had a P4, and Mirsh Parnoff has been really stepping up. Hey, Mark Stevens, welcome. Hope you're doing all right. And Mirsh was in P3. So let me get me in the broadcast mode. And like so. And here's the track in all its glory. It'll be exciting to see. We also have a new driver. I haven't seen him before, Mr. Gallagher. C. Gallagher, I don't have his first name. Gonna keep an eye on him. But we have 11 cars on track. And I think that's the normal amount of cars we have. Hey, Arthur, welcome. So we'll see there's no doubt in my mind there's going to be a fight here between Derek and Chris Bourne, of course. Yeah, that's awesome, Mark. Good to see you back on track. So I want to thank our sponsors as well. You see them on the top there, Syndeo, Sim3D, and Castle and Cauldron. So thanks to those guys that help us keep the lights on, so to speak, with the server and everything that costs money. So that's appreciated. Thomas is still in the pits. Yeah, that's good, Arthur. Yeah, you know, I always block off. I take a kind of a long lunch on Fridays because this is my work day. So, and we're supposed to volunteer, and we have kind of hours allotted for that. So I see this as my volunteer opportunity. So I don't feel too bad about it. It's good for my well-being as well. I enjoy this. I hope it's going to be a exciting race. I mean, it's a very short qualifying for being this track. I mean, it's a long track. So if you make a mistake, you have to just trot around the whole track. So it's all about being precise as you wind up your race. So as I mentioned, Mirshpanov did really good. I think he's on. Yeah, okay, yeah, Mirsh is on. He's here. We don't see Ollie. Oh, well, Ollie hasn't been racing the last several races, so he's kind of... I'm just checking down. We have Joe Bikavak. We have him there. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I work from home, so you know, I can kind of do my thing a little bit how I want it. They have been pushing to get back to the office, but not on Fridays. So, all right, Derek Bird put the time on the board, 2:06.6. So we see he put the bar pretty high. Jerry may have, he's 2 seconds behind, so closest is 2 seconds behind right now. So, and there comes Chris. He puts down the 2:05.3. So here we go. Now we have some time on the board. Terry Howard. Derek is 1.2 behind Chris. So let's see if he can pick up the pace. Conditions are great on track. Nice sunny skies. Not too hot. The ambient is 25 Celsius and we have 31 degrees on track. We follow Derek down. Yeah, Arthur, that's exactly what my company is asking for too. So Derek is up on his time quite a bit, so not enough to get the preliminary pole right now. He's up 0.8. See how he negotiate this last couple of turns. And Murray's corner coming up. Doing good progress though. But not really enough to get the provisional pole just yet. Bonhoff is up in P3 doing progress as well. Can follow Bonhoff as he comes in. He is actually on provisional pole pace right now. Yeah, Arthur, that's exactly what I do too, but I actually do more than that. Oh, you have to be so gentle with the Porsche coming through these turns. But he is on pace to grab provisional pole. As 7 minutes are left. There we go. Bonhoff provisional pole, 2:04.8. Great time. See where Chris Bourne is coming. He has disqualified his lap. Let's follow Derek as he slides a little bit, coming through the S's. Oh, oversteers. Is he gonna save it? Oh, what a save! He didn't bounce the car into the sides or anything. Let's look at Mr. Gallagher, the new guy. Let's follow him for a lap. He is up on his time, but not really to threaten anyone nearby. I think he's just taking it easy, try to get through. Put something on the board. There we go, he put the time on the board. Shannon just puts himself in P8. Alright, let's follow Derek. See if he can do something. He has to improve with 0.8, which is a lot. He's a little bit behind. Let's see how he negotiates these corners. Oh, he's working the wheel. Coming up to cutting. Oh, he's pushing. But he's not really gaining, but let's see. Let's follow him. Working hard. Look at that. And here are the S's. So easy to just get a little snap of oversteer, certainly in that corner. Going tight to the left. Good run. He's up on its time. Improving. Not enough yet. See if he can get a good exit. Gets a good exit, but no, that didn't work out. Oh, what happened there? It looked like he was... Wow, that was weird. Looks like he was going through the wall there. Very strange. But his lap seems to be valid. Okay, Howard coming around the bend. Up a second on his time. Doesn't improve the position, but he consolidates. So P4 is that's a second behind P1 and P4. The other guys here, P5 and beyond, they are way behind. I think Gallagher have parked there. I think he's just there for the experience, but it's great to have him. All of Eric. Eric comes down there. I don't know all the names of this yet, but just finishing up his lap, and he's up a little bit, so he can move up to P6 with this time, I think. See what he can do. 3 minutes left of qualifying. Onoff still in the lead for P1. Pole position. Eric P6 with that run. Yeah, boys with toys. They get more expensive the older you get. I do a lot of flight sim. I love that flight sim. But what I like with it too is it's not really, you don't compete. Oops. Thomas went into the... You can just do certain legs, you fly certain legs, and you can join. I just joined a virtual airline, so I'm gonna do their routes and try to fly them as well as possible to have good landings and on-time arrivals, departures, and all that good stuff. All right, Derek, P3. Oh, he lost time. Murray's corner. Really, Murray's corner and Hell's corner. Those are the two corners I know. And then quarry is P2 or turn 2. The cutting turn 3. All right, it's close to the end of qualifying. One of still in the lead with half a second. Hey, Mr. Obando. Welcome. Don't forget to press the like button, guys. So Shannon is up 1 second. Oh, he lost a lot of time there. With this time, he has a second to pick up here in order to take Thomas in P7, to start P7. An eye on Derek and the guys, they are not improving enough to challenge Mr. Parnoff. Shannon lost some time. The Group 2 race tomorrow, that's going to be interesting on this track. Wow. Oh, cool. Oh, it's their get back of flying. That's awesome. I have a YouTube channel, Swedish guy that flies. I haven't really started any content on there, but I plan to do some live streaming and stuff. Okay, qualifying has ended. We have people out on track, such as Shannon. He's not improving his position. I see Derek and Chris are out on track. They are not improving their position either. Derek just stopped. And here comes Chris. He's behind, so he is not improving. Parnoff. I do some VATSIM flying, which is flying with real live air traffic control, which is pretty stressful, but after a while you kind of get the hang of it. You get the lingo and what to say and how to say it, and so it's pretty exciting doing that. It's almost as exhausting as doing one of these races at Bathurst. Parnoff is in P1. Pole position for Parnoff, and there he goes off. So let's do the track walk. Mount Panorama track walk. All right, animation is starting. Here we go through Hell's Corner, and this long straight, kind of go a little downhill, and we're coming up Quarry Bend and up this mountain. Good views up here when the weather is nice. And this is actually McPhillamy Park, and through Skyline and the S's, the Dipper. So that's actually a public road when there's no racing. Going through the Elbow and out on this long straight, the Conroy. And through the Chase, Hanger Straight. Hanger Straight? No, that doesn't make sense. That's not right. That's not right, actually. That's Silverstone. So yeah, Forest elbow and then the chase. Yeah, it's the chase coming down that straight into and then Murray's corner. So yeah, you got the picture. The guys are getting ready for the race. Gonna be 40 minutes. If anyone watching this now or later, we are an organization of 50-year-old and older, 50 and older drivers. And we call us eSeniors. If you want to participate, you can find us on Facebook and on the web, eSeniors Championship. You connect with us over Discord and then get age verified, and we're really happy to see you race with us. And we have races during the week, kind of fun races, and then we have the championship races. We have a GT4 PORSCHE Cup and 2 splits of GT3 on Saturdays. It's a double header, so on tomorrow we have a double header, one after the other, with Group 2 and then Group 1, starting 11:30 a.m. US Central Time. Okay, let me get the helicam. So we have, we have Ponov and Chris Bourne, Derek Bird, Howard in the second row, third row, Arobas and Langlois. And we have Thomas, Regnier, Shannon, and Torrance from New Zealand. He didn't have traveled too far for this race. Bukavak, Canada, and Mr. Gallagher, C. Gallagher, new driver. Great to see. I hope he's gonna enjoy his session. Okay, and we should remind you too that we have the pit wall is up and running. You can see the race there as well as see the data. I'm putting that link there. For anyone so inclined. Here we go. Let's see who gets the best start. Ponov has the inside into Hell's corner. Chris Bourne is a fierce competitor. He will be very close behind, and there goes the start. Howard have a really good start, but Ponov is stretching out. No contacts. Very clean start. Well done. Ponov taking off. Derek lagging a little bit behind Chris. Behind there we have Howard. Looking down on this standings here. So Joe Bukavak in the green. Coming up the hill. Oh, we had a little yellow flag there. Maybe just a touch on the wall. There's the chase between the top 3 right now. Ponov, Bourne. Like angry bees coming through. Howard is really connecting here with Bird. Trying to challenge for P3. Howard had a P4, that's his, he had a couple of P3s also during the season, 4 of them. So he's hungry now to get on the podium again. He placed P4 the last 2 races. So he certainly wants to make something happen. Oh, it's a beautiful track. And even between these guys, and then we have a little gap to Eric Langlois and the midfield. But everything can change as we come down the S's up on the mountain. There's Jeremy on Shannon. Seem to make some inroads. Let me know if there's some particular driver you favor, you want to see. I'm going to jump back and forth here between the top 4 that seem to really put the distance to the rest of the guys. Eric Bird is now catching up to Chris Bourne. And tires will be a factor at the end of this race because we have no pit stop in the Porsche Cup. Which you can see 2 ways, that it's going to be exciting in the end when people start to have troubles with the tires, or I always like the pit stop because the pit stop in itself is a kind of an equalizer sometimes. And it's just interesting to see how you can do a overcut and undercut, and it's just another element in the game, so I really like that. Hey, Peter David, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, I will not drive Bathurst this week. I've been focusing on another race. I don't have time to race 2 tracks and prepare 2 tracks. I have barely time to do 1. So I had to choose, so I'm not really competing in the Group 1 anyway. I haven't been able to race all the races. We're going to have a little shorter season next time. I think that's good to have it a little bit more condensed. You can feel you can commit maybe in a different way than if it's a really long season and you feel that you have to miss races. Let's go into the cockpit of Howard, who can see what Derek and Bourne is up to. This is really pawn of track. I mean, you can see he's pulling away a little bit from Chris Bourne. Very even between them. Let's see what Arobas is doing with Shannon. It's gonna, no, he's, yeah, Shannon got on the curb a little bit. Might help him. Behind we have Regner. Arobas was looking a little bit on the inside. Very slim passing opportunities as you come up here. Yeah, no incidents at all. Very nice. Yeah, when you come down the mountains here, when it's like 10 minutes left, I think the tires of the Porsche can be a little bit challenging. We'll see. Here's the other triplet. Regner, Arobas, Shannon chasing each other. The new driver is racing with us today. Great to see. Mr. Gallagher. Give him some screen time here as we come down the mountain. He's driving this silver Porsche with a little brown line. Is that brown? I wouldn't say it's brown. Maybe it's mustard. Goes gingerly down, which is good. You want to make sure that you can finish the race. There's another silver car. Jeremy Robas chasing Mr. Shannon. He's not letting go. Thomas is just behind. Ponov picking up the pace, but Chris Bourne is the fastest on track. Best lap on is a 2:05.8. But I don't see he's not really gaining. Now maybe it's actually gaining a little bit. Yeah, anyone know Mr. Gallagher? C. Gallagher, I don't know what his last name or first name is. These three cars, they are not letting go. They cannot keep the same delta between them. Derek is pushing. Oh, Langlois. Ouch. Knew someone would have an accident. Let's see what happens. Derek. It's coming down. Oh, a little touch on the wall. The hard thing is that you get... I mean, if you get jammed in there... I mean, he was able to turn around after a while. Okay, here's Derek. Here's Derek. He comes on the inside. Taking a look. Seems like he's starting to warm up now. Derek has now the fastest lap of the 2:05.5. That was his last lap, actually. It was his fastest. So he's showing up. Oh, Shannon had an accident. What happened here? Shannon come into Hill's corner, kind of overdrive that a little bit, go into the sand, and comes... Oh, he collects Regner. He got tangled on the curb, so it wasn't a unsafe re-entry. It wasn't his doing. It's just that curb looked like it just flipped him around. Derek is coming up to speed big time. Okay, Ponov is pretty consistent time. He's had his best lap last lap. Unless I'm reading this wrong. Derek is pushing hard. Let's look at the Langlois real quick here in the back. Putting a challenge on Bikava. Oh, here he comes. Good exit in the slipstream. Definitely be able to do something. Maybe not. Oh, now I have to jump back. Looks like they're catching up now with Ponov. Oh, Ponov pulling away again. And now Derek is all over Chris. You can keep the momentum, stay with him. As he comes down on the straight, he might be able to do something. Oh, you have to focus so hard coming down here. Even if you want to push to make sure you get a really, really good exit, you still have to just follow your lines. Can't overdrive as you come through. Ponov is just pumping out laps. 2:05.4. He's the fastest on the last lap. Well done by Pornov. Certainly looking for a podium. He has not had any podium in the season so far. He has missed 4 races in the season. Next race, the last race of the season, gonna be Paul Ricard. Looking forward to that race. I'm pretty strong there for some reason. I'm gonna try and race that. Jump back to Eric. He's coming up and out again on the straight. See if we can do something. In the slipstream, up a little hill and down. Oh, it looks on the inside. It's not an easy track to pass on. Unless you actually get a real cracking good exit out on the straights. Oh, we see Derek. What happened here? Let's jump back for a little bit. Or for quite a bit, just to make sure we don't miss anything. So we have Derek coming up, chasing Mr. Bourne. See if I reach that situation. Oh, nice! Oh, that is such a good pass. Look at that. Oh, he had a little touch on Chris. But that's all right. That was a move. That was a beautiful move by Mr. Derek Bird. Derek Bird in P2 now. See if he can kind of free to push. Interesting to see what kind of times he's gonna put out here. And I don't think that Chris got any damage from that. I thought he went in a little bit in the wall, but it doesn't look like that has created any damage. Oh, Derek is flying through the corner there. He was drifting a little bit. Yeah, that was a very good pass from Derek. That was unbelievable. Let's go back to Eric here. Is he gonna pass him yet? Is this when it's gonna happen? Oh, he jumps on the inside. There it is. It's gonna stick. Oh, that's a good move, isn't it? That's beautiful. Very nicely done. Oh, look at that. Derek is now has latched on. Latched on to Pornov. I told you, once he gets some clean air, I think really Chris was kind of hampering a bit. And we can stretch his legs. And he's gaining. This Porsche Cup is really, really nice because we have these, these great drivers. So there's always a great battle, somewhere on the track with these guys, and the top fight is always to the last minutes of the race. So I don't think we should count Pornov out. He can dig down. I think the odds are in favor of Derek. Derek is so consistent. He's like a machine. I think Pornov, he drives a little bit more with emotion. Oh, now he really puts pressure on Ponov. Gonna come up the mountain really close together. Is he gonna be able to do the same move? He's going on the inside. Is that gonna stick? Side by side they go. Oh, late braking by Derek. What a move. Standing ovations. Unbelievable move. Coming up to some traffic here, we have Mr. Shannon. Moving on the side, great. That gave Ponov an opportunity to latch on, and he's doing so. He's chasing Derek. Coming down the mountain. Let's go to the cockpit. Ponov sitting behind. Yeah, he's truly the master of the Porsche. Look at this. This is so hard to drive here when you try to chase someone, because and also he has someone in the rearview mirror. I mean, it's unbelievable. Such great racing here we see today. Here at Bathurst, look at this 1, 2, 3. Chris is now catching up too. So these three guys, they're gonna fight this to the end. We might see the leader change a couple of times, who knows? Yeah, Chris is not written off at all. He's up there, and all these guys are clean. They haven't had any contacts. That really nice yield there with the blue flag. Derek is taking off a little bit. Got a good exit there. Chris Bourne putting pressure now on Ponov. Looks a little bit on the inside as we come up the mountain. We're gonna do the same move, perhaps. Not yet. He's biding his time coming up the mountain. Oh, Chris was really sliding, had to pull back. That was good for Ponov, got a little bit of breathing room. Chris almost lost it, but he saved it. He's not disappearing. And behind them we have Terry Howard, but he's way back. Let's ride next to Ponov. Yeah, this is a master class. This is really where the drivers are tested. And if you touch a wall somewhere and you get some aero damage, that's just going to make it worse, because you really need your aero coming down the mountain. So now the first three cars are separated by 1 second. Down the field they have really separated. No real fight going on there. As I say that, Chris Bourne, oh, he goes off. He had a good exit otherwise. So Chris may be a little bit frustrated right now in his cockpit. Sliding a bit. Ten laps. We have 18 minutes, less than 18 minutes. We passed halfway. So my prediction is in about 7 minutes, tires are gonna go off. And it might get really, really interesting. These guys are the closest. That's the closest battle right now. Love the sound of these cars, sounds so good. Hope you can hear it. Let's follow the cockpit. Keeping an eye on another one too. Thomas on Torrance coming down the mountain. Let's follow them for a minute. I'm gonna keep an eye on Torrance too. The exit, picking up time here on Torrance in front of him. Torrance representing New Zealand, just down the road from Australia. Oh, Pornov had a little yellow blink on there. Let's see what happened. Did he have a little touch somewhere? Oh, ouch! Got a little spin. But I don't think he really got any damage. So like I mentioned in the beginning, I mean, everything can change in a blink of an eye. Thomas, hoping to get the P7 out of this race. As he chasing Torrance. The elevation change here is 174 meters, 571 feet. Vertical difference between the highest and lowest part of this track, which is a lot. So racing has been going on in this area since the early 1900s, and this racetrack opened 1938. There have been several races around the local areas, and actually part of this track, as I mentioned before, is used as a public road when there's no racing going on. In 1938, 85 years ago. You can imagine going around this mountain in the cars they had down and in the 30s. Famous races, Bathurst 1000. Supercars. Then of course the Intercontinental GT Challenge, Bathurst 12 hour. Very popular. They have Bathurst Motor Festival as well, and the GT World Challenge Australia is done on this track too. So 6.2 kilometers, that's 3.8 miles. Eric Langlois have a yellow little flag. Did he get the damage? See what happens. Oh, oversteer. Ah, so easy to do oversteer there, and just turn around, swing around. Mr. Buckley, how are you? SRC Fundraise, okay. So we have a little spread here now in the P1, P2, P3. Derek in the lead. And we have Pornoff, Chris Bourne, Terry Howard, P5, Jeremy, and Torrance, P6. And chasing him is Thomas. Then we have Eric Langlois and Joe Bukavak and Gallagher, new driver, great to see. He has a P10 right now because Shannon had some issues. Oh, look at him, he's damaged. Yeah, he's a bit banged up. So he's rounding up the grid, and here he goes into to the pits, so he's gonna repair his car. Like I said before, to drive this track with a big damage on, that is not fun. Not fun at all. Oh, Chris is getting some traction here. I think they were just passing some, lapping some cars, so maybe that made them compress the top three a little bit. It's a lapped car. Well done there, yielding. This race is not over now. Chris Bourne, we're almost into the window where I predicted that we're going to see some unpredictability when it comes to the cars here, and see losing pace, maybe because of the tires. We'll see. My prediction is true. Oh, here comes Chris. He's flying through that corner. Thomas is pushing. He really wants that P6 from Torrance. Here's the key, get a good exit, get out on the straight. Try to do a challenge. Is he going to be able to? No, not really making any inroads. It's getting very close, coming down the mountain. Oh, Pornoff goes out on the green. Oh, Howard behind them, have a yellow. So I think we're gonna see some yellows here as people start to hit the walls and stuff. It's getting a little bit unpredictable. Terry seems to be all right. Didn't lose any positions, looks like. Had quite a buffer to Jeremy behind him. Oh, Chris is coming. He's coming, looking on the inside. Oh, Pornoff did really well there because he saw he was coming, so he left a little bit of room, but that compromised him a little bit here. Going to go side to side into the brake order. Late brake by Chris. Is he going to go in front of him? Oh, oversteer both of them almost. And Pornoff lost the position. What a fight that was. Let me do a replay of that. Just as they come through, little oversteer on Pornoff. That was enough for him to lose the position. What a good fight these two guys have. And so close there. So Pornoff had to back out. Very well done. Pornoff has to regroup. Pornoff sits with the fastest lap. 2:05.3 still. So that was a very nice move by Chris. Very aggressive in a good way, so to speak. And I'm sure that rattled Pornoff a bit, so now he almost lost it to go into the wall there in Murray's corner. He's coming out of it, doing the oversteer, did Pornoff, and so close. So well done. These two guys have been fighting for quite a while now. So guys, are you enjoying the race? A lot of cool action. Oh, Pornoff comes up on... Something happened here because he gets very close all of a sudden to... maybe there's a sector here that is really not... Yeah, he was catching up with Bourne through the mountains. So maybe, you know, never know. Tires are doing less than 7 minutes of this race. Derek Bird looks to claim his I can't even count how many podiums he has. He was P2 last podium. This would be podium number 8 out of 11 races. That was unbelievable. But it's not over. Pornoff and Chris Bourne. Pornoff is not done. So he want to show Chris Bourne who's boss. Pornoff is not giving up. Oh, I had to put in a gear. Stop him. I think Pornoff is really strong over the mountain here. We're gonna see, keep an eye on his times here. So I think he's gaining on Chris every time they come over the mountain. Let's see how he works his wheel. If he has, looks like he has problems with traction or... Good pace. Oh, you have to be so careful how you can drive like this with a Porsche. It's unbelievable. I don't get it. He lost time here to Chris, actually. Chris did a better run on the mountain this time. Let's give our new driver screen time as he comes. Derek Bird comes through, so great job by Gallagher. They're yielding as we should. Get the blue flag and yield when it's safe. Here comes Pornoff. He wants to pass. And good awareness by Gallagher. Good job. Oh, Eric had a little yellow flag on him there for a minute, but he seems to be okay. And Shannon is in pits. I think he has, yeah, he hasn't been running for a while now. Oh, Torrance. Ouch. That's the problem. You have to turn around. And how do you turn around? You have to back. And okay, that's good. That's a good one. So when you turn around, you have to back and forth, try to get into the right direction again. It's so frustrating. And in the meantime, you try to stay away from the other cars. Langlois. Oh, he went sideways. Ouch. And Torrance. I don't think they collided, no. I think it's the tires now, guys. So now they are Yeah, there are 2.5. Let's see what happens with Torrance. Torrance, it's on the side of the road there. So right now these guys have separated a little bit. It's 2.5 between them. A little bit more than 2. As we have only 2 minutes left. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this is another podium for Mr. Bird. I think that's pretty sure about that. But some great racing we have seen. Yeah, Panoff and Bourne and Bird. I mean, Bird's pass up the mountain there, I think was excellent. A good little lunch break for me. Enjoying this together with you guys. It's always a treat. But anything can happen, you know, it's SXFI, Nikos, you have to explain, what kind of term is that? Oh, Chris, what's going on here? Okay, there was a little traffic there, I think, let's jump back here real quick. See, yeah, I think Derek was held up a little bit. So that gave Chris an opportunity. He'll be back in live time. There we are. So now it's less than a minute. And Chris is... he's smelling blood. Look at that. So this would be the last lap coming up. Oh, Chris is pushing now. Is he going to do any inside? He's looking a little bit. Murray scored. Oh, he gets a little... pushing him a little bit. But they could stay on track. Now, here's the flag. Here's the flag. Unbelievable. The time ended just as they came to the line. I have to look at that. Here we go. And yeah, they're just over the line when the session ended. So yeah, Derek and Chris Bourne and Mirch Pornoff. Excellent race. So don't miss the show now. We're gonna do the interviews. So let's get in the interview, and we're gonna. There we go, Bird, Bourne, Pornoff, and we're gonna get them into. Yeah, I had to put myself in the commentary. Stand by. Okay, I'm gonna do in the commentary, and I'm gonna pull in Mr. Bird.
That's right.
And Mr. Pornoff. Let's see, waiting for Mr. Bourne. There is Chris. All right, you are in the commentary booth, guys. So congratulations for everyone on the podium.
Thank you.
So start with Mr. Pornoff. You were really strong there. You were in the lead. How was your race?
I don't know what to say. Wonderful race. Wonderful race. I didn't expect pole position. I didn't expect to be that fast. It will be the day that I will remember when I almost beat Derek Bird and Chris Bourne in Porsche Cup.
Yeah, that's a great milestone. You did have the fastest lap. You did a 2:05.3 during the race. So you get extra
my
point.
tires were good. Extra point. Thanks. My tires were good first half of the race, and after that, pressure was very low. That's why I went too slow.
And Chris, you had a great race too. We saw some great passing. Yeah, I mean, this was very entertaining.
Great crashing. You saw some great crashing. It's great looking up. Yeah, no, I was gutted because I was doing 204s in race trim, but my tyres were 0.4 off. But that's the way it goes.
And Derek, you were fighting hard, and you were clinching your. I think this is number 8. First, number 8, first place.
Is it? I've been counting. I know I've got a few, but I didn't realise that many.
Out of 11. So that's really good. And we're doing the last race. I mean, you have practically taken the championship. So,
yeah, I think it'd be difficult to get caught now. I think it's one race to go into it. So
yeah, congratulations.
Yeah,
unbelievable. And we're going to do Paul Ricard next. Anyone have any? Is that a good track for you guys, or?
Well, it's not a favourite track, is it? So just see how it goes.
Yeah, for some reason I'm pretty strong there, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I won't race Bathurst tomorrow, but I'll be back next weekend to race. But, I mean, this was so entertaining. You should look. You should watch it back on the stream.
Yeah.
Your guys, as you were fighting and passing, it was unbelievable. So really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit lucky. The guys in front just made a couple of little mistakes that just allowed me by, so I was a bit lucky there. But I was happy to just keep third. I thought I'd just try and keep it clean. I'd have been happy with third today.
And in the end, on the very last lap, I think you got hindered a little bit by traffic coming down the mountain, right?
Yeah, jet down there. There's no point trying to pass much to wait while you're on the straight.
It's really hard to deal with that on this track.
Yeah, but Chris caught up with me again. I thought, it's going to happen same as last time. I'm going to outbrake me saying into the last corner. You're going to pass me. So I think I braked a little bit early this time.
You want some of your paint back?
Yeah. I think you must have nearly hit me.
Yeah, I think there was like a little kiss there. I actually thought you had one more lap, but the clock turned.
Yeah, I was hoping it was
before. Yeah, it was very, very close that you would have had one more lap there. So. It was super exciting, guys. So appreciate you
enjoyed it
racing today. So thank you so much. Good good race, and congratulations to the championship.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers, Christian.
All right, see you guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Great race again.
So thank you for watching. Again, if you are new to eSeniors, this is an organization of drivers that are 50 years and older. Racing ACC on PC. You can find us on the SIMGRID, also online, Facebook. Look for eSeniors GT3 Championship. You'll find us, and you get age verified, and you can race championships. So just a fun race we had during the week. So hope to see you on track. And tomorrow is the doubleheader, 11:30. It starts AM, US Central Time. That's the first split. Group 2 and Group 1 is 1:30 p.m. US time. So hope to see you there for some GT3 action. Bye-bye.